My sister had this dream, a bad dream, and the whole world was dreaming with her.
Dylan?
She'd convinced herself that she was awake. She's always been stubborn. I knew I'd end her dream. I had to wake her up. I had to rip down the poster she'd been staring at. Cut off her eyelids to make her see. To save her.
I know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside. I know because that's how it was for me.
Your boss! Your boss! You!
Dylan's in a coma. I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
My reflection trapped in the darkness of the coffee I nurse. The rain turns the lights of the city into a mosaic on the windows. The day's paper lists all the things wrong in the world. The list grows longer by the day. The difference between the morning and the night: coffee, whiskey, no other difference. The alarm goes off at 5 a.m. It feels like I just closed my eyes. It's dark. I sit up on the bed in the gloom. I get up, I shower. The driver waits for me downstairs, takes me to the oldest house. An old man stares at me in the car window. It's raining. It's dark. Late at night, he brings me back here. It's not a home, it's a room where I sleep in, waking up just as tired as I was before going to bed. Endless grind.
Shawshank Redemption. That's the name of the movie I was thinking of earlier. Not important, but that was it.
Finding the armory?
None. Looks like we have... Rangers checking your set. Fuck, whose side is the house on?
All right, we'll keep your teams looking. Postal watch on the old location just to get some shifts back. We need that fucking ammo. I heard you closed the Hiss portal, or whatever it is we're calling it. And if we could just flush out the stragglers.
So,
First off, I'm banning all Slack. Seriously though, we need to research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire fucking world.
I think Pope would agree. Certain people in the Bureau have been working.
And I'd like to make these HRAs part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better
I don't think anyone will not after that. What are your thoughts on...
I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine. Well, I'm honored to serve, man. I mean, sorry.
He'll get it one. So,
The situation is we are still, not to mention the months of repairs it's gonna take just to get this place up.
but...
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench. Once they're done.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using...
Salvador never did, but I doubt he even knew. Look, I'm well aware that it's our job to study and continue. Some of the things that Darling did were way out. Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever gonna end one way. At least Pope seems to understand.
Well, it's... no one can reach it with...
But thank
Marshall's been any idea?
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the attic. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go.
Did you ask?
Marshall is not. I didn't take, but she was by herself.
Not really, but... I'll see you.
If the slide projector requires a slide to dimensional doorways, then which is the object of power of this? Slide or the slide projector? Or is the distinction itself a fallacy? Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the Hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any Hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the Hiss out for good.
That's... really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you. I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful. You were right to shut it down.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I am still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time.
We'll be monitoring. If he wakes,
I hear you. My brother is an exec. So, there was a moment. The hiss got into my...
So that explains before we knew what was happening. They were in, I saw, terrible. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed, but the HRAs had come back. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant base. But whatever it awakened in you, or at least that's what my
I don't think we're ever gonna understand, and I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good. Thanks. I found Dylan attacking. What was he hoping to...
Huh. Since they arrived, which have an inherent link to the astral plane, maybe their goal was to access the astral.
That still doesn't...
I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding them. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or...
Then maybe... Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
Things I asked for.
I found a couple of relevant files in Dr. Faden's office. I'd have to dig through the archives for them.
Ati's still gone. I get the feeling he had more of an agenda than he let on. Did he already get what he was here for? Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond. Problem in the foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.